Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 28 of our African Power Achievement run here, as Kongo. We're back at it again at war with Portugal here. They're hoping to reclaim these things, but are, for some reason, choosing to use Cleansing of Heresy rather than Reconquest, which I don't know if that was the best idea here. Now, Portugal themselves, let's just check the war enemies, happens to have a total of 66,000 men. A pretty substantial number here. However, I'm sort of looking to change that a little bit. Let's see. They do happen to have a level 2 and a level 3 leader, but if we can catch them on some sort of favorable territory, whether it's, I don't know, maybe in the highlands, crossing a river, perhaps? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So, show superiority is going to be one of those finicky ones. It could end up in either of our favor. It really depends on what goes on with the Allies. My favorite game to play. Tunis, actually, might get access through here, because I don't think Spain and Tunis are rivals, so Spain maybe should let them through. I'm not even sure about that. They'll definitely let Portugal through, I believe, because they still have... Never mind, they hate each other. They're actually rivals, interestingly enough. So we might see Spain declare on Portugal? That'd be an interesting thing to see. What claims do you have, Spain? They would like all of Portugal. True. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We might see Spain just, like, hit the support independence war button. That's true. Oh, I'm also seeing Portugal do the Doom stack, which is how you die, because we have increased attrition. I think we have +1 attrition for enemies, actually, if they walk into my land. So their attrition is 3.7%. And if they go onto our land, let's check it out. In fact, let me back off, because I don't have any business with them right now. I'll let them attrition themselves to death. Mild Monsoon, Edict of Resistance, and Fully Defensive, yeah. So, they're getting a pretty solid amount of defense, or solid amount of attrition here. So each month they're going to be losing a pretty substantial number of men. And they don't have that much to begin with. Like, 2 months in, they've lost 10,000. What is that? Another 5 or 6 months you have of manpower, Portugal? Not a wise move. Not a wise move at all. So we'll just sort of wait for them to starve, I guess. I don't need to fight them. Oh, but they are going over here. I might want to fix that. Right. That issue I sort of wasn't expecting. Perhaps with the relatively small units, though. Oh, and it's done, actually. That's one of the best times for it. Cool. Grab the next tech there. We'll swap our unit types to the best ones. Just these guys, it's not very much. And hopefully with their small enough size, they can outrun a 4-maneuver 62k death stack. That's kind of the hope, that's the goal, that's the dream there. Whether they can achieve it or not is kind of up to them. Let's see if we can bring them back home, maybe? Because we are a really small stack. Advisor's dead. I've lost, like, 5 advisors in the last few months. I don't know what's going on. What are we feeding them? Because they're not doing so well. They're not very well at all. If we get caught up by natives, then that's kind of... Oh! I was gonna say that's it, that's over, but... Also kind of not, interestingly enough. So Portugal's lost 2,000 guys. You can see their manpower is not doing so well already. We're gonna bop their stack. The Portuguese-Brazil stack here. Because they don't have any, they don't have a general. God, I don't... Jeez. I don't want to look at any of this. This is none of my business. I don't like that. That can stay by itself. We'll bop this stack over here for an easy stack wipe. There it is. There you go. That is 5 from battles. There you go. Right off the bat, a pretty decent start. And let's just group these guys up together. If they're gonna death stack, then, well, I should too. Portugal has, well, the Portuguese side has lost 40,000 troops, many of which to attrition. Kongs. Oh god, you guys are having problems. That's a really big problem too, because you'll probably... If they reach your capital, you'll probably accept them, which is bad. Really quite bad. I don't want attrition myself, ironically enough. So let me just... Now I know this mode doesn't really show you the actual way it works, but we can click on this and kind of see if it loads. There you go. Kind of see where we can walk. It isn't always necessarily true, but yeah, see over here it's actually red. So I don't know why it shows me this. In fact, there's like no gradient here. It's kind of weird. Maybe a bit of a glitched out map mode. Clearly there's some places I cannot walk. Like, right there. Clearly. Right here's okay, because we're moving some troops. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Anywho, you're not going to land troops at all, right? Probably not. In fact, I don't know where you are. Probably fixing yeah, you're fixing these. That's what's happening. So this is an interesting quote-unquote war we have going on here. It's kind of, but not really. It's technically a war. We're at war with each other, but not much is happening. Portugal's losing troops. Should we go help them out, I guess? I mean, in the meantime, right? It's show superiority, which means I have nothing to lose by not touching anything. Which is why show superiority for the AI is like a stupid decision. Because the AI does not change their plans according to what war goal they're using. They just occupy the nearest stuff. Maybe it's the war goal, maybe it isn't. They don't know. I don't know. But it's clearly not really the correct plan here, because I'm just walking away. This, I can accept this defeat. This is okay for me, because honestly, we're not going to stay there. This is okay. We have this pathway, which is also a connection here. I don't need this at all. It would have been nice to have, but I don't need it. And I'm willing to sacrifice it. Now, I think we'll send these guys over there. Yeah, jeez. Hold on a second here. France, listen. France, listen. France, please. France, not right now. Like right now, it's gonna happen. This is a war deck from France. This is going to happen no less than 30 days, mark my words. That's gonna be a fun time. Please don't do it, at least not while I'm walking by. They're gonna do it, aren't they? Oh, they're definitely gonna do it. 100%. There's no way they're not going to. France, please. France. You have 90 opinion of me. I've been trying to keep you friendly for a very good reason. Wait, you don't desire my land. So there's no way you'll declare, right? Do you have a war goal against me? Oh, I don't even think they do. Unless you have cleansing of... Do you have cleansing of heresy? I do not see religious. Does France have a CB against me? Praise the Lord, France does not have a CB against me. They will not be declaring war. Unless they somehow do it. The AI astounds me sometimes. You know what? They'll find a way. They'll find a way to do it. They don't have a war goal, but they'll just like no CB or something. Mark my words. There's something fishy's going on here, and I don't like it. I don't like the 44k 3-star general full army sitting on my border here. How are you allowed to stand? Okay, apparently you're allowed to stand there, despite the very evident problems with supply limit, but apparently it's not that bad of a problem. Okay, so France doesn't want my stuff. France does not want my stuff, which is a blessing, you know? It's a good day when you're not bringing in another European power to fight you. You know, I'd say it's one of those good days. How's Portugal doing, actually? That's my question. How are you guys doing? Because it doesn't look like you're doing much. What are you guys doing at all? I left. Like, I'm gone. You're dealing with that 37 thick stack, aren't you? And you've lost 23,000 to attrition like a buffoon. You're standing on mercs because you just died in the jungle. God. Yes, you can have military access. You know what? That's okay. Oh, I'm so glad that's kind of like their reasoning for having guys there. I'm kind of really happy for that. That's okay with me. You can do what you like. Walk through, have fun, go to war with Spain maybe if, you know, just if you feel like it. That's fine with me. These will actually all fix themselves because of the forts, which is cool. Glad I didn't get rid of that. But I'll move these guys around here. This smells a bit like a landing from Quarbit to me, so I'm gonna keep an eye out on it. Oh, never mind, they're gone. Cool. Just like Portugal. Gone. Gone where? Heh, no one knows. Not here, at least. Yeah, you used to have a lot of manpower. Didn't you have, like, 44,000? That's a bit of a tragedy there. Yeah, kind of like my queen consort. Rip. Oh, God, another one? Right now? Yeah, I'm so surprised my voice is dying. Anyway. And how about Kano? Do you... Oh, you do have troops, but you also have a lot of debt. Should I pay it off? Just because I'm, like, low-key, kind of rich, but also not? Rich in the way that I should probably be building things, kind of rich. Instead of giving it off to my vassals, kind of rich. Probably. Another conversion. Let me grab another one of those. The relatively cheap one. The other two I'll do one at a time, not together, because those are expensive. I admire your confidence, but really, really no. Oh, there was a battle going on up here. And I technically own these. Wait, did you take a fort? No, right? Because if you took a fort... Oh my god, okay, if they don't take back whatever fort we took here, which I'm assuming is this one, I think it is, unless it's not. This one, okay. Tafilate, sorry, that's not how it's pronounced, but... anyways, we kind of have the chance at getting one of these ports here. You know, reverse colonialism on Portugal, reverse trade port colonialism, which gets me... I have never hit a button so fast in my life. We can ally France. The game is savable. The game is savable, guys. Oh my... Sorry, allow me to collect myself a little bit here, as I also realize the fact I did not set a timer for today's episode. We're only 13 minutes in, though, so maybe I can have a mental clock in the background ticking away as I calm myself down from that excitement. Anyways... Good lord, I probably sound like I'm on crack at this point, which is probably demonetizable just to say that, but I've never truly been so excited about one event occurring in one game. France? It's just because we gave them military access, which is stupid. It's really stupid. And apparently we have, did I say consort ties? Really? Do we? Oh yeah, we have Jean de Valois, who is a rockin', who would make for a rocking queen consort if our guy happens to die, cough cough, a little too quickly here. Nah, I won't do that. I won't get rid of him. I will get rid of these guys though. Good lord, you guys have a lot of revolts. But anyways, yeah, it looks like Portugal's still doing absolutely nothing. Tunis beast out, which is cool with me. Tunis is just my punching bag, like, they're there just to die. So, I'm not too concerned about it. In theory, if I upgraded these, could I fight, like, 3 of their ships? I could, if I gave them an admiral, which I can't, but can I do this? I probably should get an admiral. But I don't want to get an admiral. I'll fight them, because, like, it really shouldn't be that bad, right? Unless they start moving ships in? No? Oh, well, just beat the Portuguese in a naval battle, all in a day's work. I'll take that, and, like, can I leave now? Please? There's supposed to be a war going on over here, if you don't mind. I don't know. There could be a war over here. No one would really know at this point. I don't even know. In theory, there's a war over there. I'm counting on you to go and fix that, because this is your stuff, so... How about you just go and, you know, fix your own thing or something. You can't fight anyway, so you might as well fix that. Unless you're not going to fix that? Apparently I do have to do everything myself, guys. Apparently that's true. Apparently I do. Okay, time for 2 more techs. Boop, boop, cool. That should... There you go, gets rid of my corruption problems, giving me slightly more cash. And by slightly, I mean 5 whole ducats. That also gives me a new group, which could be influence. Influence is pretty solid, actually. The Diplo annexation cost is going to be vital. Because all the Moravian cores we have here, we want to return. Kano will be a pain. I want to give... Oh, baby. The game is giving me too many things. This game is giving me too many things right now for me to handle. Yeah, because I want to declare on this, because it's only -5. Oh. Good lord, you are going to make me have a conniption, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do right now. I want to fight this war with Portugal, because I'm supposed to. Portugal's not fighting it, so I might as well fight it. I also have low for some reason. That's stupid. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and grab something new. I was thinking influence, but because I can't take any ideas right now, I will take the time between episodes to actually do some research to figure out what I should be doing. Before I actually make a rash decision on idea group. So we're just going to leave that out for a little bit. Just for a little bit here. We're also going to start creating some of the cores around here. The manpower's surprisingly been doing okay. That smells a little bit like a naval landing to me, so... Let's see what happens here. Although, I feel like you would have done it instantly, right? Usually the AI doesn't wait when they have troops on a ship to just, like, to put them down anywhere, right? So, I kind of have the feeling with your 35 over there that you would do such a thing. Right? I don't think there's anyone on those boats. I don't think there's anyone at all. If there were, they'd definitely already do it. Also, these guys, I should probably just get rid of this. It's just draining money, and I'm not going to complete it while this is going on. Or I could. It depends on a lot. Looks like they had to give back some Malindi stuff. Or maybe not. I don't really know what happened there. But Avi's dead, which is a fat rip. We'll put everyone on supportive, actually. Free Diplo, which is cool. I'm so happy France is a royal marriage. We're gonna score a fantastic alliance with that. That's gonna be great. Ooh, 100 Diplo or 1 stab. I care a little bit about Diplo, but I also don't want to have to bring the stab back up, you feel? It costs a little bit more. Well, no, not as much actually. It costs less. It actually costs less to take the stab hit, because it's only 79 to bring it back up. And I get absolutism, right? So, it's kind of a win-win. Well, it's a lose-win, kind of. Oh, and I get support the war effort. I feel like that's what we did last time. Are we really, like, at this point where every time I do a parliament, I'm supporting a war effort? Is that how we're doing this right now? Probably. Anyway, you guys already know what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm going to boost it up by 1 naturally, or, you know, force it up by 1, and then let the parliament decide to improve that. Now, it looks like the Portuguese colonies will be fighting their war for them. They don't seem to have interest in fighting a war themselves, as clearly evidenced. I'll also probably be getting this, and that's for a little while, so we'll wait on that one. I would like to get this finished, but I'd also like to get this finished. Getting this finished will give me, well, colonial region claims, so I could steal Brazil if I wanted to. But it would also give me... What am I looking for? Over here. If I got exploration and defensive, that's morale of navies, Exploration. Sorry, anyways. My voice died for a second there. Quality and exploration would give me manpower recovery speed and attrition decrease, which is very nice. Oh, I found the Portuguese. They're over there. They also have no manpower. Absolute buffoons they are. They're still death stacking, by the way. Like, they're still doing it. It's not a very good idea, but they're still going to go ahead with it. I'll also be doing a quick wipe on this. I don't think they're around the corner. Else we would see by now. Let's just try and move them out. Just in case. So we'll take that. A 300 population, ironically, for an area that will definitely be dying soon. I'm maintaining it for the fact we might end up with, like, 300 by the time this war is done. I mean, I'm not looking for more than anything than a white piece, really. This was a fantasy. They've already taken it back. So, I'm not too concerned about it. Anyways. So yeah, you have blockades and you've occupied a few things. Whoop-de-doo. Good stuff. You've occupied a disloyal vassal's capital. Cool. Good for you. Good stuff. Also, if I were to... I'm very interested in our future prospects with France as an ally. France as an ally, perhaps against Spain as well, would create a massive benefit for me. I take all of this stuff for free. It's literally free real estate at that point. Which I do like the sounds of. I'm just gonna wait for the Portuguese stack to whittle down to the same size as my stack, or maybe a little less. They do have a 3-star. 3-star general there, so... At a certain point, because there are no mercs here, they will just whittle down. So we'll just stand here. I mean, what are they doing? Just taking thousands upon thousands every month of attrition. Who knew fighting Portugal was literally just a war of just using defensive ideas for that maximum attrition for enemies. What is that actually? Religious and defensive is full resistance and full defense, I think. I'm clicking on everything else. Yeah, Edict of Resistance and full defense is just hammering their attrition in. Malian separatists, I should take care of that. And this, actually. I'll go back over and take care of that. Unless they decide to go to my capital. Should I even defend it at that point? Because they'll just starve to death, really. Right? If they stand on my capital, they'll just starve. There's no way around that. Like, they will just starve. Also this, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this. Like, I don't know what I'm doing at this point. We'll go back for it at a different time, but I'll just abandon it for now. Now they are splitting the stack into more stacks who will also attrition. Cool. They may take the capital, but I'm not even concerned about it. The capital is a sacrifice I'm willing to make right now. Because I'll just wait for them to have no manpower. Well, they have no manpower. I'm waiting for them to have nothing at all. Because they'll just keep taking attrition. I'll also take that. Yep, just go ahead. That's fine. Just do what you want. Oh, another 1,000 gone in a day? Cool. Great stuff. Jeez. Yeah, sure, take the capital. That's cool. That's alright. You have no manpower to reinforce with, so I'm not too concerned about it. We'll just go and, I guess, take care of that stack, and we'll have to come back for it later. Because you're just going to try and break out a little. But you're going to take a little while. The Messina ones, yeah. Advisor costs decrease for the clergy, who we can pay off, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Advisor costs will save us more money. We're not making as much money because they took the very valuable capital, so... you guys can defend your own territory after that. We'll head over here and face the Portuguese now that they are half of their size. And I'll do one of those. It'll start cutting into my funds, but that's alright. Now, I wanted to... Right, remember this. Remember, I wanted to hit every button that actually makes sense. Then go into the Parliament. I want to give you autonomy, a little bit of corruption's fine. Legitimacy's okay. Money, and populists. For another free stability, and we get manpower recovery speed, which is quite nice. Now, surely you can siege this back down, Kongo, or Kong. I'm sure you can do that. If anything, I'm sure you can do that, right? Okay, good. You'll at least do something that makes sense, which is all I need from you. Now that we're down to... well, we can move one of these guys over to meet him up over here. Portugal's gonna keep moving along here with no one to reinforce with. And a massive drain. Oh, not right here, actually. Not right there. But yeah, we're just gonna let Portugal keep walking for a little while, I think. Oh, that's really unfortunate. In that location, too? We'll send them over here, then. We can't do too much about that, but we can deal with this and then go back around to, hopefully, Calabar. That's the jungle and river crossing, so it'd be nice if we can get there in time. Though we might not be able to. Oh, they're just going back around. Okay, interesting. Okay, you can unseat your own stuff. You guys are just retreating. Lose money or stab, definitely the money. That's okay. Ah, right, you kicked out my ships. I'll have to move those to Wida, huh? That kinda sucks. Fortunately, we didn't lose any of them. I don't think so, at least, which is good. Okay, so Portugal's now at medium. Which is kinda funny. Did you start another war with someone? Nope, you're just that medium. Okay. Well, here we are. We'll just unsiege everything, pretty much. Those two can do a lot of unsieging in quite a short period of time. Come on, if I can select you, thank you. If the Portuguese army ever splits in two, then we have our opportunity. If not, then we can probably just stand somewhere. Maybe they'll come to me. If so, I'll move these guys over. Are you approaching me? I think they are. Oh? No. They're not. Ah, but they will approach these guys. Interesting. Interesting how that happens. If I went here, I suppose I would probably get a penalty for it. I would get a crossing penalty, but I have a 6 maneuver, and you have a 4 maneuver, so I wouldn't get the penalty. It's the grasslands. A 4-5, though. Yeah, you do have powerful shock on me. You do. Oh, but most of your stuff is backline, though. And if you're running away, usually that means the AI doesn't think they can win that fight. That's just an observation. It could be true, it could be not true. But we're going to go for the Hail Mary here. I think we might have a good shot at this. I didn't even check the tactics, but we do have superior morale, which is nice. That's a brilliant shock roll. The fire roll's not bad. Ooh, but they did damage in it. They did damage in the fire roll. Do you have your... is that what this is? Or is that... no, that was the last era thing, I think. That's a victory for us. 100%. Let's see if we can hunt them down. It's funny how, like, the only actual battle between me and Portugal was after a really long time, and only after we've, like, whittled them down through the jungle to, like, nothing. That's kind of funny. Anyways, we're gonna split off a guy here who will actually just go and unsiege some stuff while we chase down the Portuguese army. No, you're retreating in a weird way. Where are you going? Ah, never mind. You're going over there. You're probably going to go over here, actually. That's what I'm thinking. Probably. And I'll clean up a couple of stacks along the way, I think. Well, I'll attempt something along the way. Oh, you stacked up. Okay, interesting. Interesting. However, we can recover manpower, and you cannot. You... Oh, God. So many mercs. You've stacked so many mercs. It's almost like a dream come true. That's the first loan. Well, good on you guys, huh? Declaring a war like a bunch of buffoons. Bunch of buffoons. Let me go and stack wipe a couple of guys for the fun of it. We might be running out of time, actually. I don't want to run out of time, because I really want to keep fighting. This is a fun time at this point. Fighting majors who just don't know what they're doing, this is great. This is a great time. And, of course, the French alliance is fantastic. That's probably going to be a thumbnail highlight, actually, because that is so massive for the series. It's actually ridiculous. Fetishist zealots? I mean, do we have... I mean, Fetishist is easier to convert, right? I'm not too concerned about that. Right? Right. So you can go ahead and just unsiege some stuff. So we're recovering manpower. Shame the Portuguese can't say the same thing here. And we'll just stand across the river, probably. Unless we can catch them in the highlands. Because then this is a river crossing for them, and it's a highlands penalty for them. So, let's see if we can get there. If they get a 7% siege here, I'm going to lose my mind. No, not at all. That's a -1. I thought you would have gotten the river crossing between this and this. Is there no river between them? Ujera. There is. So I'm just confused. You should have terrain and crossing, but I'll take the terrain at least. Oh, did they get really good rolls? Jeez, they got mega good rolls. Now we're gonna have to pull out of that one. Those are some good rolls, okay. That kind of does suck. Okay. Well, fortunate thing being we can kind of fight a more sustained war than they can, at least, because they're just on mercs, right? Only on mercs? No manpower, solely on mercs. They have like maybe 20,000 actual conscripted men that are not mercenaries. We'll take those two. Oh, and those are probably some of them. I see what you're doing there, and I will not fall victim to it. I'm gonna move over. Or, like, here. Something like that. Not yet. Not today. Okay, well, considering this war's gone on for quite a while, I don't think they'll accept the white peace yet, but we are on our way. I'll do this, and I'll probably pump out a few more guys, just like that. Maybe just 2. And the rest will be a couple of these guys, which should be fine. However, I believe we're out of time, actually. If I do check the clock. Yeah, just a little bit there. So unfortunately, we'll have to finish off the war with Portugal tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed today's demonstration of guerrilla warfare, and hopefully you'll return back tomorrow to watch me finish this off. And maybe, it's just a theory of mine, we still have show superiority, so there's a chance we can reclaim some of this stuff. In fact, what are those chances? Just before I sign off today, let me check the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do some number crunching. It looks like that is impossible, but we'll see what we can do tomorrow. Anyways, for now, this is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a massive thanks to the following February patrons. In the $1 tier, we have Quiet Guy, Dylan M, Quaggersol, and Rising Runner. In the $5 tier, we have Odie, and in the $20 tier, we have Chewy Shoot. Thank you guys so much for your donations. You're helping to move this channel forward, and I can't possibly thank you enough.